It's the 90s, yo. No, it's not. Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I wanted to do a food comparison because this came up after I saw a video. To start with, I want to have the kind of staple that I had when I was a bachelor in the 90s and didn't really have a lot in the way of free-flowing cash. There was one time, made myself a sandwich. I was going to do like ham or bologna or something like that. Put the mustard down onto the bread. Then I went to the fridge and realized, oh, I don't actually have any meat for the center of it. But I've already put mustard on these pieces of bread. Maybe I'll just do it minus the actual meat. Just have a mustard sandwich. So that's what I'm doing here. And I want to compare what this is like to another oldie-timey sandwich for people who have no money, which is what the second half of the video is going to be. And you've seen from the thumbnail it looks a bit weird. However, how good are mustard sandwiches as I recall them? I lived on these things. Very good. I mean, honestly, I did very well just getting by on a mustard sandwich, because there were times I just didn't have anything to go in it, and honestly, it makes a pretty good snack. Like, that's a good sandwich. So, my alternative, the one that I found about recently, has some, it's got a pretty high mark that it has to beat in order to be better than the mustard sandwich. And now here we are in the 1890s, 100 years earlier. Why? Because I heard about something that people used to eat who were similarly financially challenged as myself in the 1890s, 1860s-ish. It's a toast sandwich. Basically, it's the same thing as the mustard sandwich, but it has toast in it. Where did I hear about this? Emmy Made in Japan did a video about it where she was actually showing off. She's done a variety of foods that were eaten by people in bad financial times, people in bad financial situations throughout history. One of which caught my eye. It is the toast sandwich, and I happen to have prepared one here. I'll put a link down below so you can check out her full video, but basically it's a slice of toast inside a couple of pieces of bread. It's just like my mustard sandwich, but with toast instead of mustard. There is butter on either side of the bread, and some salt and pepper apparently was a thing. So let's see what this is like 100 years earlier. The toast sandwich. Let's set that there. This is a weird idea. Wish me luck. Okay, a toast sandwich is a weird idea, but you know what? That actually kind of works. The toast fools the brain into thinking there's something in there like a slice of meat or whatever. And according to Emmy, some people did actually do that, but yeah, it gives the sandwich, at least there's something in there. And yeah, the toast works. I'm actually really surprised. That is something I never would have thought. Apparently this was big in the UK. There's a book, Emmy Made in Japan, talks about all of this in good detail, actually. But when I heard about the toast sandwich, I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta try that out. Now, luckily, somebody traveled through history 100 years into the future and actually prepared for me another little mustard sandwich so I can do a comparison. So, from the 1990s, here's a mustard sandwich in comparison, which I still love. Definitely could live off that. But while this wins, obviously, in the taste department, because you got some spices, some nice mustard inside there, the toast sandwich, I would say, is probably heartier because you've got, well, there's something in there. Like, it's actually got substance inside. Like, there's a patty, if you will. I mean, if you put mustard on that, you've actually got a pretty good sandwich. So, interesting. Who did it better? Well, if you have lots of bread to spare, this is actually very good. Really makes you feel like you're eating something substantial and genuinely a proper sandwich. But if you were, that hard off like myself, and all you had to go on was mustard, I'm going to lean toward the mustard sandwich as still being the most financially viable option, and do have a little bit of nostalgia for it. Okay, well, there we go. Who did it better, the 1990s or the 1890s? I'm going to lean toward myself with the mustard sandwich, but the toast sandwich was a surprise for me to discover, and it's pretty decent. So maybe give it a try sometime when you're feeling particularly adventurous. All right. Well, enough adventures in time. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.